Hello and welcome from the Bristly, stranger. We are back to the underworlds of Warhammer. I just want to say a big thank you to those of you that offered support at the end of the last one. It's always great to hear from you in the comments. The first one did a lot better than I thought. I felt a little bit half-hearted taking Steelheart. They're not my favourite. Hopefully today we can have a bit more enthusiasm. I'm going to go for the Orcs. So we have got the Ironskull Boys here. We can go to the edit deck and have a closer look at their card selection. So on the card selection, we can have a look at all the different ones. So first of all, it's fighters. We can't edit these at the moment, but it does show you the different things. So boss choppers with Gurzag, we know it does 3 damage. We know we get 2 dice, and it needs hammers. We can see what defense we have. So it's only 1 dice, and we get shields, so that is stronger defense. All of the other stuff, we have also got here, big chopper, that's only doing 2 damage. As you can see in the smaller version, you can see it's got range 1 in the bottom left corner. How many dice is in the top right corner? And in the bottom right corner, it's how much damage. So if you are wondering, you can tell at a glance without that pop-up. We have also got Hacker. Now, he uses the weaker attacks, he needs swords, and he only does 1 damage. But if we roll at least 1 critical, his attacks have cleave. That means he ignores enemy defense, unless of course they get a critical as well. And with Basher, he's got a similar thing, except on critical he gets knockback. So that knocks people back further. That's pretty good. Orcs get inspired if they suffer damage. So it's quite easy to inspire Orcs. You're going to be moving in. They are very, very aggressive. And with that in mind, I have changed our objectives. So if we come to the top, we have got the 3 here, Annihilation, Conquest and Denial. They're pretty good for Orcs. The objective ones, I've taken all of them out. We're not really worried about holding objectives. Alright, if they come up, it would be good to have them. But I would prefer to have things that we're definitely going to score. And if our objective is fighting, we are going to go for the fighting ones. So we have got the hard as iron. So in fact all of these. They're basically about charging or attacking the enemy. As you can see, we've got to get the boss, we've got to have a good scrap, so we're taking people out. It's basically all about attacking the enemy. We've also got this chosen champion. That is just upgrading one of your characters. So I find it better to focus on upgrading one of them. If we get 3 upgrades on one, we score this as well. These are mainly only 1 point. We've got a few that score 2. But mainly, I think it's only the Supremacy and the one where we wipe them all out. Yeah, they're going to score more. But we're going to be scoring points on attacking them, I think. If we come to our power cards, Healing Potion, we want to be damaged, so that's a good one. But I've taken some of the others out. We have got quite a good selection. I've mainly gone for the Orky cards, because obviously they work fairly well for the Orcs. Not worried about damaging the battlefield there, removing objectives, even though we're not getting them. We're going to see these come up. Upgrades, again, you can tailor these. I have done a bit, but the ones that are kind of standard Orc are pretty good anyway. I have got a bit of a soft spot for Orcs. Orc and Goblin was my 2nd army ever in Warhammer Fantasy Battle. My first was Skaven. I do love them, but my friend also played Skaven, and it seemed a bit silly for both of us to have the same army. Orcs and Goblins, I like how chaotic they are. They can fight amongst themselves. They do have some brutal, if slightly random things. In Underworlds, they're slightly less random, but they're no less brutal. The 2 backup characters, Hacker and Basher, aren't quite as strong as the other 2. But that's fine, they can come in and add support. I think we are going to play a bot match today though. I've played a few online matches, and they're okay. The player base is very good, but obviously some people like to take a long time thinking about what they're going to do, which is fair enough. I mean, it is a tactical game. But so we're not editing mass chunks out, I think we're going to just do a bot match and we're going to have a random opponent. So we are going for random. We have got no handicap and we are against the Skelly Bones. Excellent. Okay, we're rolling. We have got 2 crits, so we choose the board first. Now, we saw the mirror world last time, so we're going to choose a different one. Kind of like this one. Shattered Tower. It's got 4 closer to the enemy board, so we're going to confirm that one. They have chose this one. Now, they have 7 members of their warband, so they are definitely going on all of these. I think what we're going to do, we're just going to drag it that way slightly. That way these are closer to them and these can come in on them. We're going to confirm that. They get to place the objectives though. We are going to put R1 here. They're obviously getting 3. They're going to put them as convenient for themselves as possible. We'll put them as far away as possible. We're not bothered about the objectives. They are. Okay. That's fine, we're going to begin the first round. So on placement, well in fact before placement, we're looking at these. Score immediately if 3 of our fighters charge, that's pretty good. Score immediately if a fighter has 2 supporting fighters, that's pretty good too. These score immediately ones, we score it and draw another card, so that is really good. And biggest and the best, scoring an end phase if our leader took out an enemy fighter. Yes, these are all really good. Over here we have got +1 damage, that's good. We have got Gurzag or Bone Cutter get cleave, that's good too. We've got having a good time, that is choose a fighter, roll an attack dice. If we get a hammer or a crit, we make an extra attack, that is good. Brutal swing with Bone Cutter, that hits all adjacent enemy fighters. So it is on weaker because it's swords, but he gets 3 dice. That combined with great strength would be very good. So maybe we give that to Bone Cutter. Sidestep, always useful, yes. We're going to pass, we want all of those cards. They got a crit. They get to choose if they're placing first or making us place first. They have got more people than us, so they are always going to be finishing last, so we should get the advantage. We want Gurzag and Bone Cutter to be at the front, so we're going to put Hacker here. We're going to put Basher next to him. They've just got a Petitioner. They're just like standard skeleton warriors. Nothing exciting about them. Their leader can resurrect any of the other units though. We are going to put Bone Cutter in here. We are wanting to do charges, aren't we? So Gurzag, you can go there. Yep. We also want to have support. So we are going first. We finished first. We got an extra one, but we get to choose. I think we are going to let them go first. They are charging with the Harvester. Now he gets to attack everyone, I believe. He's missed. We didn't defend. He gets another attack on Gurzag though. He's missed. And we didn't defend. But, of course, we didn't defend against no hits. Shardfall, fine. We are going to not roll that, I don't think. How far away are we here? 1, 2, 3. We're too far. If we sidestep with Hacker, he can make a charge on the Harvester and be supported by 2 other characters. That is pretty good. We're going to pass. We're going to save this. So, as our turn, we are going to choose him. We're going to charge to here and attack this guy. Quick pause there just to take my medication as the alarm went off. Now what we were doing, oh yes, Hacker is coming in and charging the Harvester. He's got 2 support, so he should have more chance of getting a hit. Plus he will be supporting on the champion. So that's a hit and another hit for the support. He's got no defense. Of course we only do 1 damage. But that is fine. We are going to pass because we don't want to drive him back. We are going to play having a good time. Now if we get a hammer or a crit, we do an extra attack. I think these both roll the same amount of dice, so we'll go with Gurzag for now. We've got a hammer, that's an attack. We are choosing him to make an attack on him. Yeah, dead cunning. Kablam, 2 hits. He didn't defend. I think they defend on dodge, but that is 2 points. Excellent. So, with they're playing Restless Dead, so Harvester has just got back up. Okay, that's fine. We can have Brutal Swing though, and we are going to give that to Bone Cutter because it can't go on anybody else. Unfortunately, he needs to be stood where Hacker is to take full advantage, but we are also going to give Great Strength to him as well. Excellent. We can't play anymore. It automatically passes to their turn. They're getting attacks. These supports count. That doesn't. That's a hit on Hacker. They are driving him back, but that's against champion. That is absolutely fine. We are going to make another charge now. We are going to charge into the champion. We're actually using this one to do Brutal Swing and attack everyone though. I think it still only counts as a single charge, but that is 2 charges we've done so far. Go for the champion first. We've got support. That's 2 crits and a hit. They can't defend against that. Kablam! That should be 3 damage. Yes. We have also got the Harvester. We get an attack on him as well. 2. No, we need swords for this one. And the assist doesn't count because we're not assisting at the minute. That's fine. We can have Crush and Cleave. Do you know what? We have got one of our objectives as have a fighter with 3 upgrades. So if we play this on Bone Cutter, he has now got 3 upgrades. Excellent. We've still got to draw the objective there. That's fine. Our extra one was Denial, so score this in the 3rd phase. That's fine. We're stopping them getting into our territory. We can't score it till the end though. We do need to do a 3rd charge to score this one immediately though. And biggest and the best, if our leader took an enemy fighter out of action. Well, here's our leader. We can charge to here. We're going to attack the Harvester. He does 3 damage, so he's got a chance of getting it. We've got 1 assist from Bone Cutter. He's got 2 hits anyway. He's got a crit, so he automatically defends. We've scored our Waaagh, though. We've got Chosen Champion. A friendly fighter has 3 or more upgrades, so we're going to score that at the end as well. Harvester's getting a swing on Bone Cutter now. We didn't defend, we needed critical. We are getting pushed back as well. He gets another critical. We didn't defend on that either. I don't think he can push us back because we're at the edge of the board. But all 3 of these guys are now inspired. 4th activation. The only person we can move is Basher. He can move to here and he can do a charge. So we might as well. I don't think it's a kill. I think it's only 1 damage. It is a hit because he needs swords, but that's a critical. We are at the mercy of the dice. They have completely gone against us. Opponent, they can't do anything. We're now in the scoring phase. Shardfall disappears. They're doing all their upgrades and discarding. We can score this card. That is Bone Cutter, giving us an extra glory, and our boss did take an enemy out, so we can score that as well. We don't want to throw this away, we're going to keep that. So we are going to skip through. We don't want to discard it, so pass. Upgrades, we've got none to play, so we will pass. We draw another 5 cards. We've got get the boss. So we want to go for their boss. He's miles away. I think that's going to be virtually impossible. Punch up, score this. If each of your surviving fighters, at least 2 of them, has made an attack action against different enemies. That should be fine. So, we've got Unkillable. That's on Gurzag. I think we're definitely going to play that. We get the choice of who goes first. I want to go first. I think we can move Bone Cutter 1, 2, 3. No, we need 4. So we are going to charge with Bone Cutter to there, because we've got an objective to be in their half. We're going to do our powerful attack, and that's a crit and a hit. So yeah, no defense. That should be a kill. Yeah, more glory. We can only play this on Gurzag, so we are going to do that. We're waiting for them to do something. Okay, there we go. Unskilled on Gurzag. Unskilled. Unkillable on Gurzag. +1 move, +1 wound. Do you know what? We are going to play +1 wound on Gurzag as well. We have got more, so we could give him more movement. Do you know what? I like that. And that is, we'll do that on their turn actually. We'll pass. So, they are making an attack on Basher. That's a miss. That's a crit in defense. So Bone Cutter has charged. We are, I think, Hacker. We will make an extra attack dice for our next thing. It moves on to our turn. Now, if we select Hacker, this does do 2 damage, which is enough to kill this petitioner. So, yes. I think we move to here, attack this guy. We've got an assist. We're only getting it on weak dice, but we should be rolling more anyway. Yes, we're rolling 4. We got 1 hit and no defense. That's a kill, surely. Yes, it is. Excellent stuff. So Hacker is vulnerable now. Their guy has got range 2. Are we going to see an attack from him? Yes, we are. That is 1 hit, so we need a defense. We got it. Excellent. Right, our last but 1 activation. Do you know what? I want to get Gurzag to move in. We want to kill Prince. Kind of want to be in on this one, but that is risky. It also gives them the advantage of having an assist. Do you know what? I think we're going to go for it anyway. We're going to go for this guy, go for the attack. Bone Cutters, attack both of them would be good at that point. But of course he's already charged. A crit and a hit. Do we want to re-roll anything? No, that's fine. They did get the assist, so it would block the hit, but Prince has been flattened. I imagine for their last go, the Warden is going to attack again. It should just skip. Yes, there we go. No, the Petitioner's attacking Gurzag. That is no hits, no defense. That is fine. Right. So we have got 1 activation left. It's going to have to be Basher, isn't it? We are going to charge in 2 here on the boss. I don't think we're going to be able to kill him. We are only on round 2 though, so we've still got another round. Yeah, that's fine. They do still get another go as well though. The Warden is attacking Hacker. That is a critical, so we can only save with a crit. No, he's dead. Never mind. They get a glory point. They get another one for the kill. Okay, we're back in. They are upgrading this guy to give him more damage. Alright, so we did score this one. So that's another 2 victory points. We didn't do the others. Denial will score at the end of next turn. I don't think they're going to get it. Do you know what? They could resurrect a guy here and then move him, but that is 2 actions and they only get 4. We are not going to score any of those. We're not going to discard them either. Bone Cutter is too far away to get in. We will move on. This one, friendly fighter, let's move, can make an attack. That is good. But I don't know whether we're going to use it or not. I think we're going to keep it for now. Yeah. We got a regeneration, very useful. Not so good at the last turn. They are doing an upgrade. Okay, that's fine. I think we need to go first with Gurzag and take out this guy before he damages us some more. Kind of want to attack the Warden, but that's fine. We are going first, or have the choice of it anyway. So, yeah, we're going to go first. We want to kill this Petitioner. I think he does lose his upgrades if we do kill him. Not entirely sure on that. We've got a crit and a hit. Do we want to re-roll? No, thank you. They got nothing, so he is dead. More glory. More importantly, he has not charged or moved. Leading by example. Play after an attack by a leader has taken an enemy fighter. Another friendly fighter that has not made a move or a charge can charge. Okay. I don't think 1, 2, 3. I don't think we can select him. We have to select Basher. So Basher only does 1 damage as well. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to come to here and do the attack there. That's fine. That is going to be not a hit. Alright, that was a freebie anyway. Now, on our next ones, we've got our healing potion. We are going to do that on Gurzag. I don't think we've got anything to get Bone Cutter in. He only gets 1 back, but that's more than enough. They're doing Clawing Hands. We have got 1 for Basher, but he's not going again. Regeneration, we're going to play that. I don't think it will do anything. But we've got so much glory, we might as well just play them, get them out of our hand. That way it will auto-skip our next goes. Cunning but brutal, yeah, we're saving that for next turn. The Petitioner has an attack. He did get a hit, and we did defend, but not against a crit. It's only 1 damage. More importantly, it's pushed us away. Okay. So, what we are going to do, we are going to move Gurzag to... Oh, he can't move. Can nobody move? Is that a special play card? I think it is. The Grasping Hands. Let's have a look. So Grasping Hands removes the move characteristic of the next fighter activated to 0. Okay. What we can do in that case, we can activate Gurzag, but we can use Guard. I think he keeps that. I'm not entirely sure. But at least that gets their activation thing out of the way. They are charging in on Gurzag. That is a hit. That is a defense. Excellent. He has been pushed back. Alright, that's fine. What we're going to do now, we are going to attempt to move. We can't move through friendly fighters. Can we actually move Bone Cutter then? Yes, we can. We are going to attack here. We're going to use our stronger one. That will be more dice. Do you know what? Technically, it's one less face that is positive, but we have got the assist, and it's more dice. So we'll go for the 50-50 on 3 dice. Have we got any? No. That would have been 2 hits on the other one. Oh, that is terrible news. Never mind. We will pass. Their boss now gets an attack on Bone Cutter as well. That is 2 hits, I think. I don't know. I can't remember what he needs to hit. Yes, it was hammers. Okay, Bone Cutter's down. We cannot move. What we could do for our last activation then, it doesn't really matter about moving too much, but if we move to here, we get a free attack. I think that's how it works, just to make sure. We're going to do a charge. It's our last move anyway. We did get a hit and another hit for the assist. We don't want to re-roll the dice. They did get 1 dodge, but of course we rolled 2 dice. We didn't get to kill their boss, but we got to kill almost everybody else. Some of them multiple times. We automatically pass to their guy. He's got to move. He might as well charge. No, they're going to resurrect the champion. He can't move though. I think they might have scored a glory point for doing that though. Oh no, he inspired. They both inspired. Him for being resurrected and him for resurrecting someone. Well, we are scoring objectives. They have got no fighters in our territory, so that scores us 2. Denial. There are no fighters in our territory, so that scored us 5 points. That was pretty good going. We didn't even get the boss. That's fine. We're moving on. They will do their scoring. They didn't score any. Okay, so that puts us at 18-3. Now, the skeletons, the Sepultura Guard, they are very hard to use. I always play as them against my kids, just to give them the advantage. And the first time they played, my son said, "That's not fair. You've got too many fighters. You've got 7, I've got 4. He was the Orcs. By the end of the game, he was in love with the Orcs. They are so brutal. If you tailor your deck for your attacking, you can score extra victory points as well. As you saw, in comparison to our first game, we scored so many more victory points. Part of that was because we are getting the kills, but part of it was we were scoring our victory points. I think the Orcs definitely, rather than staying back and trying to hold objectives, you are pushing onto the enemy and crushing them. If you are pushing forward, that means there is a chance that either 2 or 3 objectives are left behind. And that means you're taking one of your guys out of the fight to go and collect them. So much better just to ignore the objectives and go for the kills. I'm really glad to play with the Orcs again, but I think we'll go for one of the others next time. If I'm playing some online games and the turns are going quicker, I might go against a real person. The problem is against somebody online, if they're taking their time about it, it's going to be a long drawn out video. Whereas the bots, they're not quite as tactical as real people. But that is fine. Now it's time for the YouTube gubbins. If you have enjoyed the episode, please do leave the likes. If you've got anything you'd like to pass on to me about this episode or about anything else, drop that in the comments. And of course, if you haven't already, do subscribe to keep up to date with the videos. But for now, I've been the Bristly Stranger. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next time.